Hey, my name is Matthew Hollis from 365 Films. Basically what I do is I review a film a day for 365 days. So today is day 22, and the film that I'm reviewing is Ex Machina, directed by Alex Garland. So basically this is Alex Garland's first film, and if you guys don't know about Alex Garland, he wrote 28 Days Later and Sunshine, and he's a very good writer, and he's also a very good science fiction writer. So it was kind of, going into Ex Machina, I knew that there was a chance that it possibly wouldn't be that great towards the end, like Sunshine, but actually Ex Machina, you guys, is incredible. And it keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole entire time. The plot of the film basically is this guy owns this massive Google-sized company, and he lives out in the woods, and one of his employees, played by Domhnall Gleeson, which has been in pretty much everything lately, including Star Wars, he works for this guy's company, and he gets chosen by this contest to fly out and meet with him and hang out with him. Well, the guy, the CEO, the owner of the company, is Oscar Isaac, which also is in Star Wars, and he does an excellent job in this film. Oscar Isaac is one of my favorite actors lately. I mean, he's just rocking it in pretty much every role he's in, and Ex Machina is no exception. And so when Domhnall Gleeson's character gets out in the wilderness, and I just want to say real quick, Oscar Isaac's house in this film is incredible. I mean, I'm very envious. It's very technologically advanced. And I don't know the exact time frame that this movie takes place, but it looks really, really cool. But anyway, once he finally gets in there, he thinks that he's there just to hang out with the CEO of his company, this Google search engine type company. And what he comes to find out is he's actually there not by accident. He was chosen on purpose, not by random draw or anything like that, to test an artificial intelligence and run a Turing test on an artificial intelligence. So basically this is a robot that has artificial intelligence that walks around, moves around, and it's played by Alicia Vikander, I think is her name. I hope I'm not butchering that. She does an excellent job as well. But and so he's just testing the robot in a Turing test. So what a Turing test is basically is a test on whether or not based off of Alan Turing, but it's a test whether or not you believe that the machine that you're talking to is actually a human being. Whether or not it shuts off in your mind that you're talking to a machine and you actually think you're talking to another human being. So to have this test even go on, the AI has open parts of her body where you can see that it's a machine. And he's just basically saying that he doesn't want there to be any trickery. He wants the machine, Domhnall Gleeson's character, to fully kind of recognize that it's a machine, but forget that it's a machine. So there's basically a bunch of sessions where he goes in, and there's a glass all around so the machine can't get to him. And he's just basically talking to her, and he's talking to her about a bunch of things. And come to find out that the artificial intelligence, Ava is her name. She's kind of got some secrets about Oscar Isaac's character, and she keeps shutting down the system and overriding the system and telling Domhnall Gleeson's character that there's something wrong, that something's not right, and that, Oscar Isaac is doing something mischievous. And this artificial intelligence, basically, I don't want to spoil too much of the plot, other than just giving you a quick synopsis and my thoughts, but the artificial intelligence really has all the information it needs because it's attached to this social network. And basically, like I said, it's like the equivalent of Google that this character has created. And so he attaches this artificial intelligence he created out in the middle of nowhere with this infinite system of knowledge, infinite system of search engines. And what you really think about when you're watching the film, or especially what I thought about while watching the film, is, man, how this could be happening out in the middle of nowhere and we wouldn't know about it. And that really, it's not if, it's kind of when. It's not one of those films where you go, yeah, but that's so futuristic that might never happen. You're seeing, continuing things pushing forward as far as artificial intelligence goes. And there's a bunch of people coming out against high levels of artificial intelligence because they could be a threat to the human race. And that is something that's brought up in the film as well, how, machines thousands of years from now will look back at humans like we look back at dinosaurs. And that is a scary thought, but also it's a thought that you have to keep in mind when you're developing a machine that can learn infinite amounts of knowledge and learn faster than a human being can. So that's basically the premise of the movie. I think it's a brilliant movie. I think this movie's like a 9 out of 10, you guys. I love films that not only make you think about outside of the film, but also make you think every step of the way through the film. And this is one of those films where you're questioning a bunch of the stuff going on. You don't really know fully what's going on until the final end part of the film. And what's really interesting about Ex Machina is, I guess I'm just going to say this, but when you watch the movie, try by the end of it to remind yourself that Ava was a robot. She was an artificial intelligence, because even the audience watching Ex Machina and myself watching it, I could tell that everybody around believed that this was a character, believed that this was just as much of a human being as everybody else. And obviously she's played by a human being, but having the ability to see that she's a machine and still believing that she's a human being or just as equivalent to all the other characters really kind of messes with your brain. The movie itself really is a Turing test. So with that said, thank you guys so much for getting on here, and thank you so much for sharing this out. I really appreciate you guys. I'll have another review for you tomorrow. I'm going to see Room tomorrow, so that will be my review. Room is a film that is nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture this year. It is a film that I've been wanting to see for a while, so I'll have that review for you guys tomorrow. So take care. Thank you so much again, and have a great day.